Being nice makes people hate you. Now, I know you saw the title of this video and you're like, what are you even talking about? Like, you're just not making any sense. And I understand you might feel that way, but before you write my video off, I want to show you a scenario. A scenario that a lot of people have in their day-to-day lives, right? In this hypothetical scenario, someone is, metaphorically stepping on your toes. They're doing something that's hurting you and you feel like you have no choice but to either be a doormat or, pardon my language, a dick. A lot of people view setting boundaries this way, where we either have to defend ourselves and, cuss someone out or be extremely rude to someone, or we just have to kind of suck it up. In this video, I want to make a very, very clear distinction. One between being nice and being kind. You know what you should be? You should be a kind person. You should be someone who does things for people out of the genuine kindness of your heart, but you still uphold your boundaries. When you do something for someone, it isn't because you have an ulterior motive or you feel forced to. You just genuinely do it because that's your character. Whereas being nice, it feels like you're doing things because you're supposed to. Right? It feels like you're doing a lot of things out of obligation, and that kind of creates this unhealthy dynamic of people pleasing and feeling very, very resentful for the people around you who aren't necessarily understanding that you don't actually want to do the things that you're doing for them. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Improvement for Imbeciles podcast. I'm your podcast host, Natalie Etched, and in today's episode, we are going to be talking all about people pleasing, boundary setting, and feeling obligated to do things, and how to get out of this cycle of feeling like you're just forced into niceness, not out of the genuine interest of your own heart, but feeling like you have to be nice to people in order to get them to like you, or, doing things kind of just because it's what you're supposed to do. Now, that is what I mean by the title of this video, okay? Being nice makes people hate you. Because the definition of nice that I'm going to be talking about in today's video isn't just a regular, oh my god, you're so nice, you open the door for people and you use your manners. I'm not talking about basic respect and kindness, right? I'm talking about doing things for people because you feel obligated or you feel like you have to people please in order to be a likable person. But I'm going to tell you a secret that's not really a secret, and intuitively you know it's true. Being nice gets you absolutely nowhere. It attracts people into your life who use you and walk all over you. And that is what I'm going to help you dismantle in today's video. Your people-pleasing days are absolutely over after you listen to this podcast episode. Also, this is a podcast. If you're tuning in on YouTube, please go check out my podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, especially if you just want to, drive to work or do your laundry, or you don't really care for the video version. It would really, really help me out, and I appreciate every single one of you. But that being said, let's get into my first point. You don't need to be friendly to everyone because everyone isn't your friend. And I know some of you are going to be like, well, I want to be friendly to people. And that's completely okay. That is kindness because it's out of the kindness of your own heart that you are genuinely inviting to people. But there's a difference between being friendly and being walked all over. And I think you really need to redefine what being friendly actually means to you. Is being friendly allowing a stranger to disrespect your boundaries because, they're asking for your phone number and you don't want to give it to them, but they keep pestering you, right? Or maybe someone you're acquainted with is trying to get you to do something you don't want to do and you just feel like, fine, I guess I'll do it because, I don't want people to not like me. Doing things out of fear that people won't like you is almost like manifesting people not liking you. Because when you don't have your own standards and boundaries and things you live by, you're not your own individual person, you're whatever other people want you to be. First of all, I just want to say it is completely normal to feel this way. It's completely normal to go through a period of your life where you feel like you can't say no, where you feel like you're people pleasing, where you feel like you're everything for everyone. And the last thing I want to do is to come straight out of the bat at your neck, because in reality, everyone goes through this. You are not alone in feeling like you have to do things in order for people to like you. Now that I've validated that for you, okay, you're not crazy. I want you to imagine a scenario. Now, this is a scenario I actually just recently went through, so I'm going to be telling it to you guys kind of like a story time. I have a friend, and I'm going to name this friend Flake for very obvious reasons, right? She's a flake. She's the type of person where you'll make plans with her, and there's a 50-50 chance that she's actually going to show up. Some of you might not know this about me, but I am a gym rat. I go to the gym literally like 5 days out of the week, and my friend Flake really wanted to start going to the gym with me, right? So I send her my gym schedule, and the days that she wants to come, she's like, hey, let's meet at the gym at 8 in the morning. A few of these times she just completely didn't show up and she had some other obligations or something came up. And after she would ask me, yeah, when's the next time you're going to the gym? I still want to gym with you. And so I'd tell her the next time I'm going to the gym. And so it happened again and again and again until it was about the 4th time she had done this, right? Now, I'm the type of person, I'm still going to do what I need to do. I'm not going to be decentered if you don't come and plan things, but I knew I needed to set a boundary, right? And this made me very, very uncomfortable because this is my friend, you know, I love Flake. As much as she flakes on me, I still love her as a friend and value her in my life. But why do I feel kind of disrespected and almost pushed to the side? I started to kind of spiral and feel like she was almost doing this on purpose. And as soon as I started to feel kind of like a resentment towards Flake, I really started to have to ask myself, like, okay, what is getting in the way of me and setting this boundary? Because back to this little diagram, I was kind of being put in a position where I felt like I had to be kind of a doormat or a dick. The old me would kind of just be like, why are you flaking on me so much? And, you know, send her this super long text message and get very, very angry. Or the old me would also just suck it up, right? Just be like, oh, it's fine you're flaking on me, you know, it's cool. And I think we can all imagine a scenario in our lives similar to this. So whatever person you're thinking of right now, I really need you to take an outsider's perspective on your actions and your potential actions in this situation. Because oftentimes when we need to set a boundary, we have a lot of fear surrounding what's going to happen when we set that boundary, right? Either that person's not going to be our friend anymore, you know, that person's gonna leave our life, or they're gonna have a problem with us, or they're gonna start pulling up a laundry list of things they did for us, and why can't you just do this for me? But I need you to stop right there. Okay? Real talk though, you know, you can never guarantee that someone isn't going to get mad at you or bring up the laundry list of things they did for you, so why can't you just do this for me? Because at the end of the day, the people you are surrounding yourself with oftentimes aren't people who respect you anyways. And that's a very, very hard pill to swallow. The thing that's so scary about boundaries is oftentimes when you set them, you feel like you're thrown back into the fire of all of the trauma that you've been through and the things that have made you feel powerless in a sense. You know, things that have made you feel like you've had to just suck it up and do whatever people tell you to do. And so that's why when these small scenarios happen, like, you know, flaking on me, it brings up all of these past emotions of unworthiness, of they just don't like me, you know, they just don't want to come to the gym with me, I'm just not a cool person. And before you inflate the situation, I need you to recognize the ways in which you are attaching meaning when there is no meaning there. That meaning needs to be clarified through a conversation and through you being able to identify your own emotions and move with emotional maturity. So the first thing I want you to do when you're in a situation where you know you need to set a boundary is, number one, be able to analyze your emotions while validating them, okay? Because oftentimes we try to invalidate ourselves before we even explored why we're feeling the way we feel. Your feelings are valid, and they're just a reflection of your inner state of being and your inner reactions to the outer world. And in so many ways, your outer world is reflecting back to you your inner world because of your interpretations. As I was just talking about, this one small scenario was bringing up all of these various emotions because of how we are as humans. We like to try to find solutions to problems. We like to overanalyze. We like to see why people are acting the way they are. But recognizing that sometimes our interpretations of why people do the things they do aren't actually always correct, and sometimes truly do need a conversation and, boundary setting, helps us find the middle ground, right? And the middle ground is being kind, right? It's not being a doormat, it's not being a dick. It's finding that middle ground of, I'm going to be kind, I'm going to stand in my own values, and I'm going to set my boundaries and let the pieces fall where they may. And that doesn't mean it isn't hard, right? When I felt like I needed to set a boundary with Flake, I really wanted to just call her and be like, where are you? Why aren't you coming with me to the gym? But at the end of the day, you can't change people. all you can do is accept people as they are and place them where they belong in your life. And sometimes our expectation for what that person is supposed to be in our life is what needs to be reanalyzed. So the first thing is really just to analyze those emotions through journaling, through venting to a friend. You need to identify what the problem actually is. So back to the scenario, the problem was I felt like my time was being disrespected, which made me feel disrespected. Yet what I really want you to look at within people is what is the intent behind the action. Because oftentimes we perceive people's actions as that threat, when in reality, it's just their lack of awareness that's the threat and lack of clarity for how they're supposed to treat you. We are the ones that teach people how to treat us, not the other way around. And how people treat us initially doesn't reflect anything on our inherent value. But if we accept that as our value, then that's what it becomes. And I need you to understand that, because if you don't set a boundary, you are accepting that that is how people are going to continue to treat you. And I know that sucks, and I wish I could offer some type of solution for you, but that is just how the world is. And we're not going to complain about how the world is. We are just going to allow the world to work for us by being in our own truth, by exploring ourselves through the reality that is shown to us and making the decisions that are best for ourselves. You're not going to be perfect in every scenario, right? I'm not going to sit here and say that I've always set my boundaries 100% perfectly and oh my god, I just know how to be a person who sets boundaries, because I don't, and I struggle with setting boundaries. However, do I still do it? Do I still follow through on protecting myself? Absolutely, because if I don't protect myself, who will? I need you to understand that. Like, if you aren't going to be the one who protects yourself and sets the boundaries in your life while maintaining the close relationships, you're not going to be able to get anywhere. And that's what I mean by being nice makes people hate you. Because sometimes what we believe is nice, right? What we believe is kind is actually just people-pleasing and unrealistic expectations and making other people the burden of our own emotions when we need to communicate how we actually feel. Sometimes it is speak now or forever hold your peace. The second step is to seek practical solutions. Now, this step is essential in the fact of a lot of the times we know the solution, right? It's to set the boundary. It's not to be spiteful and to be passive aggressive. It's to have a direct conversation. But a lot of people don't like being direct because being direct with others means they have to be direct with themselves. And so while it sounds very simple as I'm explaining it to you, identify the problems, find the solution. What actually happens is we already know what the solution is, but it's our own blocks behind taking action on what the solution is. When you refuse a practical solution to a problem in your life, especially when it comes to setting boundaries, it means that you are somewhat attached to the problem itself. And that attachment can form in many different ways. And I'm going to use my dear friend Flake as an example. Allowing this person to disrespect my time would mean that I have an attachment to feeling unwanted by people. It triggers abandonment. Right? It triggers me feeling like I care so much for other people, why don't they give a shit about me? And that's not a pleasant feeling. Nobody's like, yeah, I want to feel my abandonment wounds. Nobody says that. But what I'm saying is that feeling is familiar to you, which is why you continue to stay in a state of feeling like a burden, feeling unwanted, feeling like nobody gives a shit about you. You choose to stay in that state because it's familiar to you and it's less uncomfortable than it is to set a boundary. Setting a boundary to you requires a different level of uncomfort because it requires you facing your fear and coming directly face to face with why you feel so unworthy. Please recognize that you are not how people treat you, but you are how you treat yourself. And taking those steps to tell people what is and isn't okay will allow the people who were manipulating you and mistaking your kindness for weakness, it's going to weed out all of those people who don't actually give a shit about you. The only people who are mad at you setting boundaries are the people who benefited from you having none. And I'm not talking about you setting boundaries out of spite. I'm talking about the boundaries itself. Sometimes people can have a problem with the way you go about setting a boundary. Maybe you did turn into a dick in that situation. It's okay to have some self-accountability. However, if people are mad at the boundary itself, it signifies that they were benefiting from your lack of boundaries. They were benefiting from you feeling uncomfortable. They were stepping on your toe and not giving a shit about you. And why would you want that person in your life? To move on to slightly a different topic, I want to talk about your own vulnerability with being able to set boundaries, because setting boundaries does take a level of emotional maturity that makes you comfortable with how you feel, and you don't invalidate your emotions just because other people might think they're invalid, right? Don't ever fear the vulnerability that you have with yourself. Because first and foremost, when you're able to be vulnerable with yourself, you are so powerful when you can look in the mirror and say, this is why I'm hurting. If you did that and you didn't set the boundary, I still need you to give yourself credit for at least acknowledging why you feel the way you feel, because it's a step forward. Awareness is both a gift and a curse, because once you get the awareness of why you feel the way you feel, you then have to take action on that awareness. You start thinking about how other people are going to feel when you set the boundary, right? You're in this state of limbo. Some people cannot handle you living in your truth, so they'll make up a lie about your emotions and that, she's just faking the way she feels. She's just crying for attention. You realize that people will start doing that when you start being unapologetically yourself and standing for what you believe in. We all know this as humans. However, when someone has a level of vulnerability and is able to say, this hurt me because of XYZ, you notice how so many people will guilt them for it, will shame them for it, will say it's fake. Fuck all of that. Your emotions are valid. Don't let people who don't even know how to be real with themselves make you feel fake for being you. Realize that the people who will judge you on your own vulnerability and being able to take accountability or recognize the flaws in your actions and also the reason why you were hurt in a situation, realize that those aren't the people you want to surround yourself with. It's kind of a double-edged sword when you start setting boundaries, because as you set boundaries and start to make people see your own worth, there are going to be people who disagree with that, because when you didn't see your own worth, they were benefiting from it, okay? I also want to talk about the reality that when you feel obligated to do something, sometimes you are going to slip into habits of being nice and being a people pleaser. But when you do, recognize the feeling behind that, right? Remember the feeling behind either being a doormat or being a dick. Because when you start to feel those emotions, that's when you have to go inward, and that's when you have to analyze and really get to the root of the problem. I understand the title was a little harsh, saying, being nice makes people hate you. But the reason it makes people hate you is because you sometimes become unaware of your own unrealistic expectations of people. Sometimes we make things about us because of another wound we have, and we need to really analyze that and come to different conclusions that make us happier. With that being said, you guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Improvement for Imbeciles podcast. Before I end this video, I just want to ask you guys if you could please go check out my Instagram and my social medias, and also be sure to like this video and subscribe if you got some helpful tips out of it. Let me know down in the comments some of your experiences with being either a doormat or a dick. Honestly, if someone else has talked about being a doormat or a dick, I don't really know, because it's something I learned from my dad. Like, my dad literally always says that it's either you're a doormat or you're a dick. So I just thought I'd talk about it in this video, but he probably got it from somewhere. So if anyone's in the comments like, oh, it's this person, like, I literally don't know. I just know my dad says that all the time. So I thought I'd share, and thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in my next video.